Hello BookTube, welcome to Lizzie Faye Loves Books. I'm Elizabeth and I'd like to tell you what I plan to read for July. Now there's several readathons going on in July. For the first week of July I'm going to be participating in the S'mores and Mayhem readathon hosted by Akoss, which consists of reading middle grade books that have a summertime theme. That's happening July 1st through the 8th. And then also for the entire month of July, Kayla Rayne is hosting a Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants read-along called #Pantsalong, and I plan to participate in that. And then I believe that Booktubeathon is going to be coming up later in July. At the time that I'm filming this video, I don't know anything about those challenges. Plus, I'm going to have company that week, so I don't know that I'm going to get to do all of the challenges for Booktubeathon this year. But I do hope to be able to at least do a little bit. Whenever the time comes, I'll do a separate TBR for that. And then I have a separate video for a one-day readathon that's happening July 16th called #SaveOurCozies. And there is a lot of stuff going on right now in the world of cozy mysteries. Because of the merger between Random House and Penguin, some of the cozy mystery series that were under the Berkeley Prime Crime Division are being canceled. So there is an effort to try to save them, and so there's going to be a little readathon July 16th. If you click on my #SaveOurCozies video, then you'll be able to get all the other information about the Goodreads group and the readathon and everything from that. So real quick, I mentioned the Pantsalong. I have all of those books. I did a video earlier in the year called 7 Collected Authors That I've Never Read. Brashares was one of those 7 authors. I have 6 of her books, and I have not read any of them. So I hope to read as many of these as possible during the month of July. I have the Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. I have the second summer of the Sisterhood. I have Girls in Pants, the third summer of the Sisterhood. Forever in Blue, the fourth summer of the Sisterhood. Sisterhood Everlasting. And I don't think this is part of the series, but it's another Brashares book I have called The Last Summer of You and Me. So those books I plan to read during the bulk of the month of July. Maybe if I can fit any of those books into the Booktubeathon challenges, then that will work and I will kind of get double duty on those. But let me show you now what I plan to read for the middle grade summer reads readathon, which is called S'mores and Mayhem. The guidelines for this readathon are to read a middle grade book where the main character goes somewhere for the summer, like summer camp or summer vacation. I picked up this book at a book sale several months ago because I thought it just looked really fun. It's called Little Blog on the Prairie, and it's by Cathleen David Bell. Well, this is about a girl whose family decides to go to Camp Frontier for the summer, and in Camp Frontier, it's like it's 1896. Everybody is required to surrender all of their electronics and everything like that, and they're not allowed to have that kind of stuff at Camp Frontier. But our main character somehow manages to sneak in something like her phone or computer or something where she can keep in touch with her friends, and I'm guessing based on the title that she blogs about her experiences there at Camp Frontier. So this just sounds like a lot of fun and I am looking forward to reading it. I also found on my bookshelf The Curse of the Campfire Weenies and Other Warped and Creepy Tales by David Lubar, and then I have another one from the same series called Wipeout of the Wireless Weenies also by David Lubar. I got both of these at the Scholastic warehouse sale. I got one of them this year and one of them last year. I don't know which I got when, but definitely these look like they belong with the S'mores and Mayhem readathon. And then I may also pick up a couple of Diary of a Wimpy Kid books. I've read the first 3, and this is book 4, Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Dog Days. I'm assuming this one takes place in the summer because Dog Days is usually referred to when you're talking about the dog days of summer. So I would definitely like to get this read, and they're such quick reads that I went ahead and pulled 2 of them off of Katie's shelf. The 5th book is The Ugly Truth. So I may possibly read both of these during the S'mores and Mayhem readathon. But another book I really need to read during that week is a middle grade book, but I don't think it has anything to do with summer. So once I get my summer books done and I meet the criteria for the S'mores and Mayhem readathon, I need to pick up Echo by Pam Muñoz Ryan. This is a Newbery Honor book, and it's also one of the Sunshine State Young Reader Award finalists for next year, 2016-2017. I had this on my TBR for Tome Topple and I just couldn't get it done. It is almost 600 pages, but it's a middle grade book, so it's not nearly as dense as the other books that I read for Tome Topple, and I don't think it'll take me as long to read. I've actually already read the first chapter, and it looks really good. It's a I believe it's a fantasy book, and I am really looking forward to reading it. So I want to get this read. I was able to get an extension from the Bookmobile. I've already had it out about 4 weeks. Today it was actually due, and he was able to give me another 3 weeks on it. So I've got to get this read so that I can get this back to the Bookmobile. And I almost forgot about One Crazy Summer by Rita Williams-Garcia. I have the print copy, and then I went ahead and ordered the audiobook from the library so that I would have at least one middle grade audiobook to listen to this week. So more than likely I will complete this on audio, and I'll have the print book to refer to if I want it. I found a middle grade book on cassette that I will listen to in my car. It's the first book in the Dark is Rising sequence by Susan Cooper. It's called Over Sea, Under Stone. Now, the fourth book in that series is a Newbery winner. It's called The Grey King, and I listened to this on audio several years ago, and I didn't really understand what was going on. Well, no wonder. It's the fourth in the series. So if I want to understand what's going on, I figured I need to go back and read the rest of the series. So when I discovered that one of our libraries in our county had the first one on cassette, I thought that was perfect. So I will be listening to this in my car during the Readathon. So those are all the readathons that I can tell you about so far for July. The only other book I can think of that I am definitely going to read in July is for book club, and I will probably finish it during Booktubeathon. So maybe I can make this fit one of the Booktubeathon challenges. But we're reading The Girl on the Train by Paula Hawkins, and I've got the audio here on CD. I don't know anything about it. I think it's a thriller. I hear a lot of people talking about it, but I've kind of kept my ears closed because I don't want to know much about it going into it, but I know it's a very popular book, and so we'll see how I like it. So I guess that's all so far for my July TBR. Tell me what you're doing in July. Are you doing any readathons? There certainly are quite a few of them happening right now. So I guess that's all I have for this video. I hope you're having a great day. Read a good book, and God bless you.